Hi, we get tons of questions all the time about building on your own lot. So I want to take a few minutes today and just explain that process because I personally went through this between 2019 and 2020. So there's a couple of different ways this can happen, and we'll go through the main direction, which is usually purchasing a lot and then custom building from there. So first step is that you want to find a lot that you want to build on. Sometimes the builder that you want to use already owns the lot. That makes it really, really easy because you can then do one closing, get it all taken care of. It saves you a lot of money and it's a lot of headache and hassle. Fortunately, that was the way I was able to go. A lot of people aren't able to do that. So we're going to talk about if you had to find a lot and then you build separately. So if you're looking, you find a piece of property that you want to purchase, you've got two options. You have to close on that land, but you can either pay cash for it or you can finance. If you're going to finance, you're going to have to put at least 10% down. Some lenders might require even more than that. And then you will go to closing, so you're going to have your closing costs, you're going to have all of that involved, and then you own the land. If you are paying cash, you're done. You don't have to worry about with any monthly payments or anything from that standpoint. But if you're going to finance, now you have a mortgage that you're going to start paying on that piece of property. Then you're going to look and find the builder. There's tons of builders out there. There's a lot of different people you can interview, and I would suggest definitely interviewing. Find somebody that fits what you're looking for, builds those type of homes. There's a lot of different styles, types of construction out there. So do your research, do your research, do your research. Once you find the builder that you want to land on, usually there's a couple of options, and not every builder offers all of them. But most builders will have 3 different ways you can build a house. You can take a floor plan they already have and you can put that directly on your lot. This is the most simple and most cost effective for you because the builder already knows their takeoffs. They already know how much lumber it's going to take, how much roof decking, shingles, trim, all of those features. So they're able to very accurately quote what they think that house is going to be for you. Another option would be to take a floor plan that they build and morph it. That's what we did. We added onto the house, moved some walls, deleted stuff, changed things around, got rid of bathrooms, added bathrooms, and so that would be your next option. This is usually the most cost effective whenever you're trying to truly customize something. Take a floor plan that works for you and morph it, because then at least the builder has a good idea of those expenses minus the changes that you make. And then the third option is to truly customize it, go meet with an architect, design exactly what you want, build exactly what you want. But the advice I would give you is that nobody knows how much it's gonna cost and take to to build that home. So what you have to be aware of is that they are going to mark up certain costs. They're not sure how much it's going to take in lumber, so they're going to add some additional lumber and that will increase your cost. So this is the most expensive route, but you get exactly what you want. So trade-offs there. So once you figure out which direction you're going to go, then you're going to do a construction to perm loan is what this is called, construction to permanent. Not every lender out there offers these types of loans, so you will be limited in your availability of who you can use. And the rates are not going to be as low as what it would be if you did a traditional mortgage. So you find your lender that you're going for. You're going to take everything, the floor plan that you've picked out from the builder, anything else that you've got number-wise, and then you go ahead and start applying for that loan. Now remember, if you purchased a lot somewhere else and did not pay cash, you now have a debt. That monthly payment on that land will count towards your debt-to-income ratio. So you have to figure that in. Sometimes that might make it so you can't qualify for a home. So be really paying attention to the whole, circle of things before you go and you purchase and move forward in this direction. So let's say that you have gotten pre-approved with the lender, so you're ready to go there. The next step is you're going to meet with the builder, go through the interior design features. You can pick out anything and everything you want. Countertop, heights, colors, material, the type of appliances, all of your lighting fixtures, extra outlets, molding, ceiling details, flooring, fireplaces, fireplace details. Then you've got details as what is the outside material going to be built? What is it going to look like? What are the type of windows? What is the type of shingles you're going to use? What are you gonna do gutters? What are those gonna look like? Are you gonna do landscaping? What type of sod are you gonna use? Are you gonna fence? Are you gonna do a pool? As you can see, it can get extremely overwhelming. Those are just a few of the millions of questions and things that you're gonna need to answer during that building process. But at the end, the reward pays off because you get a beautiful home of your dreams. So once you go through all the design, then you take that number, add it to the house cost, and then you're gonna update the lender, and then you go to closing. Once you go to closing, you actually close on the loan. So you are gonna start paying interest only on the construction part. The benefit here, not only is it interest only, but it's done in what's called draws. So there's usually multiple draws as a house is being built. In most cases, some are between 4 and 6. Your builder could have more, your builder could have less. But what happens at the very beginning, the builder takes out an initial draw. Let's say it's $100,000. Your loan then, once you close on it, the lender will give $100,000 to the builder, and then you start paying interest payments that month on that $100,000. Then once the home reaches another stage of construction, it might be once slab is poured, or once framing starts, or once framing is complete. Whatever those next stages are, and your builder will specify what your draw schedule is, then they will reach out to the lender, request additional draw, and then that lender now will increase that payment that you have to make to cover the full draw payment. So throughout construction, you are paying a monthly payment on the home, and it's gonna increase as each draw happens. Once the home is completely built, then you'll have kind of a pseudo closing, meaning you'll still have closing costs because at this point you're funding your escrow for the first time, and so you'll have fees associated with that, but then your loan will convert from a construction loan to a permanent loan, and your payment will increase. It no longer becomes interest only, it then will become a principal, interest, taxes, and insurance payment, and it'll continue that way through the life of the loan. The benefit here is if it took you a year to build, then you're already gonna be a year into, say, a 30-year mortgage, so you'll have 29 years left. It's not that the 30 years starts over whenever you get keys and can move into your property. Other things to consider along the way is when you're custom building, you are going to incur expenses you're not expecting. Along the way, a material that you picked might be discontinued, or you have to change things. So definitely be prepared to spend extra throughout the process. And if you're not qualified for that extra is gonna have to come out of your pocket if you want it. So it can be very expensive to custom build, but it's so rewarding. At the end of the day, you get a home that's exactly what you want on your piece of property, and I promise all of the headaches and stress and potential spousal arguments is all going to be worth it. But we're here to help. We as agents at Crossview Realty, we're able to walk this process with you. We are familiar with it, and we'd love to help you. Give us a call. Our number is 904-503-0672, and we hope you have a wonderful day.